Hi, Kyle. How are you today? So, the first question is tell us about yourself, where you live, and what do you do?
Sure. Hi, Gitash, by the way. I'm doing great, thanks. I hope you are too. My name's Kyle Murtagh, and what I do is I do presentation skills training, helping people become more confident when they have to speak, in their presentations mostly, but also in other forms of communication too. I'm based in Glasgow, which is in Scotland, and I've been doing this for around 3 years now, and it is my passion.
Wonderful. So tell us about what got you into presentations and coaching, and is there a story behind all this?
Sure. I was studying at a university here in Glasgow. I was doing psychology at Gitash, actually. And after 4 years of doing psychology, I had an epiphany. I didn't want to be a psychologist. That's what I discovered. So I was kind of lost at that point because I didn't know what I was going to do. I was about to graduate. So I started just trying a bunch of different things. And one of those things was Toastmasters. Well, presenting, public speaking in general. And I remember the first time I went along to do one of these meetings where people meet up and they practice their speaking. And what they do is they ask you questions off the cuff. They call these table topics. And my question was, my first ever one was, Kyle, if a zombie apocalypse happened in Glasgow, where would you go? And I thought to myself, what the heck is this? I couldn't believe it. But I found myself up here staring at all these people staring back to me. And I literally said 2 words, the pub, and then sat back down. So that was my first ever experience of public speaking. Not the best at all, but after that moment, I realized I needed to do something about it. I needed to get better at this. And that's what started the journey.
Wonderful. So you are an active Toastmasters member, right? So actually, you've already answered a bit of the questions that I have next for you, but I'll still go ahead and ask it. So did Toastmasters help you?
Yes, it did. Absolutely. It gives me a place to practice, refine my skills, but also to compete. And I love competing because once you compete, there's a bit more pressure, a bit more expectation, and it drives you forward as a result. So yes, Toastmasters definitely does help. So
does becoming a member at Toastmaster is something of that sort going to help wannabe speakers and presenters?
Yeah. If you're nervous about speaking, what you need practice. You need exposure and you need some feedback. So Toastmasters is a great place to start out. You can try out, sort of learn new skills, and also get a little bit of feedback from people who are in the same boat, who are also worried, anxious, and so forth. It's a good support group is what I would say.
Wonderful. So you do training and coaching programs. Tell us more about them. And in the same question, what I want to ask is, do these training and coaching programs are applicable for people who want to go and learn virtually, or are they in person?
Yes, to both. They are virtual and they are in person. So I'll talk about a couple of different things I do. One of the things I do is team training. And this is where I work with an organization on their presentation goals and wants. For example, this could be sales presentations. It could be management team presentations. Whatever the goal is and whatever the team's struggling with, I'll help them get better at that and gain more results when they speak. The other thing I do is I have a membership group myself, and that is online entirely. And what I do with this group is every month we cover a different topic within public speaking and presenting. To give you a flavor, we've covered things like selling while presenting, we've done stuff on storytelling, we've done stuff on virtual speaking, finding the funny, adding a bit of humor. And the idea is we cover a new topic every month, and I also give people an opportunity to practice those new skills and receive feedback from myself, an expert viewing it, but also the fellow members of the group too. So those are the 2 services which I predominantly use, the team training and the membership group.
So if you can share a URL for the team training and your membership services, do send it across to me and I will put it in the description of this video.
Absolutely.
Okay, wonderful. So last question actually, and if there's just one thing that presenters can do to make their presentations better, what according to you would that be?
I'll give you 2, right? One for in virtual environment and one for in-person environment. So if you're speaking virtually, one thing which you can do, which the majority of people don't, when online is you can look at the camera, okay? If you can actually find the lens of your camera, you'll stand out. Because what most people do is they look at the screen like this. And you can see, Gitesh, when I'm looking at the screen, I'm not looking at you really from your perspective. But as soon as I make eye contact with the lens, now I'm engaging. Now I'm more dynamic. So think about looking at the lens, locating the lens. That will help you stand out when you speak, and it'll improve your speaking online. In terms of speaking in person, it's all about presence, okay? And what I'd recommend is having lots of gestures if possible, which are in sync with your verbal message. Of course, not too many, so you're all over the place. But if you can really try to own the stage you're on by being big with your gestures, you'll stand out, because most people are too afraid to do that. So to really try and own the stage, especially when you've got the gift of speaking in person.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Kyle. It's been a wonderful time speaking with you, and I look forward to meeting you again.
Yeah, likewise, same. Thank you for having me on. I hope the tips help. And if anyone is interested in learning more, just reach out to me. Be happy to have a chat with anyone online.
Sounds wonderful. Have a wonderful day, Kyle, and take care.
Explore more concepts at Indezine.com.
Indezine.
Make better presentations. Fast.